guys, it's JoJo back again with another video on how to elevate, empower, and evolve your well-being. Today, I will be showing you how I warm up for my leg days. If you want to know if this is actually a useful and successful warm-up, I was a college athlete and I stole this from my weight trainers. This warm-up or stretch gives me the best results because warming up prevents injuries and enhances performance. So you could literally improve the quality of your lifts by just warming up for 5 to 7 minutes. Let's get into it. So our first exercise is child's pose. We are going to stretch our arms out as far as we can so we can feel a stretch in our spine. And we're also gonna feel a stretch in our glutes and our hamstrings and our hips. When I'm stretching, I don't count by seconds, I count by breaths. So we're just gonna reach out and sink back and take our breaths. We're gonna go to the left and we're gonna feel a stretch right here. Switch. I'm taking my 3 big breaths. Now, since I'm up and back in this position, I'm gonna give 3 cat-cows. So just dipping and arching. Now, still in this position, we're going to do some arm reaches. So I'm gonna take my right hand and just reach all the way through until my shoulder almost touches the ground or does touch the ground. And I'm gonna reach back up and stretch. And I'm looking at my hand the whole time I'm doing this. Switch. Still in this position, I'm gonna put my foot out and I'm gonna sink back, put my whole body back onto my back heel. And I'm gonna feel a stretch right here. Again, just breathing, not really counting any seconds. And then you come up and you're gonna pump 2, 3. That's just gonna activate the glute just a little bit. And we're gonna switch, sink back and up. 1, 2, 3. And then we are all done for being on our hands and our knees. You're gonna come up like this. Ugh, if I can. Jesus. And you are going to try to make sure your heels are touching the ground. I know that a lot of people are not flexible enough because their hips are super tight. A lot of my basketball teammates were actually not able to do this stretch, so just find a position that's most comfortable for you. I'm just saying that getting your heels to the ground is the best possible stretch and best possible method that you could do. So my arms are tucked in from my legs, and then I'm gonna place my hands down and come up. And I'm gonna feel a stretch all the way in the back of my legs right here. And then as you can see, I'm not very flexible, so I have to bend my knees to touch the ground. And then I'm going to crawl out and come like this. Oh my God, I felt a crack in my hip. Oh. You're probably going to feel some joints releasing and your muscles getting relaxed and getting warmed up for the day. Okay, but when you're in this position, you are going to not put your body down on the mat because you don't get a good enough stretch. We are warming up, we are not cooling down. And you're gonna come back up, and then I try to stretch my back out by pushing backwards and then crawl back up. And we're coming back down into our position, and that is 1. We're doing 3 of these, and make sure when you're doing all these, you're just breathing through it. You're not really counting how many seconds, you're just doing what feels good. Also, when you are in this position, make sure that your shoulders are upright and your back is upright, and that will help put your heels back. And you're really gonna feel the best stretch in the inner thighs right here. Now we are done with our stretching, we are going to activate our legs. So first we're gonna start with some lunges, just literally gonna lunge forward, lunge to the side, and lunge backwards, like that. And I'm really just doing what feels comfortable to me. That's how low I like to go. And when I come to the side, I also like to feel a stretch right here, but I also am activating this leg. When I come backwards, I'm lining up my front leg with my back leg, and I'm just dipping. We do that for 3 rounds on both legs. After we do that, we are going to bend down like we are in a squat position. We're going to touch the ground and keeping our back straight. Come up, keeping our back straight, and come down. 2, 3, stay in this position, and you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna go touch the ground. 1, 2, 3, and come back up, and we are good for that. Okay, now we're going to get our extra heavy band. I'm just kidding, get whatever band you want, but if you are going to get a heavier band, you are going to see better results and you're going to get more activated before your workout. Okay, so we're gonna slip our band right here underneath the knees, not above the knees. I actually still don't know why we do below the knees and not above the knees, but my weight trainers always yelled at me because I would always accidentally go above the knee. They always said go below the knee. So listen to me, listen to them, I don't know. Line up our legs hip width apart, and then all we're doing is lifting our hips, squeezing at the top for half a second and coming back down. I do these 10 times. Now that we're done with those, we're gonna turn onto our side with the band still below the knee. So you're gonna have to find the sweet spot. I know people could be like, oh, go at this angle, whatever. I have never been able to find just the perfect angle. It really depends on my day, so just make sure when you are doing these, make sure you feel it right here, right in your glute. Pop up and down, as far as you could go up and go back down. Switch, and then again, we're just doing these 10 times. Okay, now that we're done with those, we're gonna stand up. We're gonna keep the band here, or you can put the band at your ankles. I prefer it right here. And we're gonna go about shoulder width apart now. You're gonna get low, and I'm gonna take 10 steps to my left and then 10 steps to my right. I'm just going like this. When I'm doing these, I am making sure that I'm keeping that shoulder width apart, and I'm just taking baby steps. You should feel this on the outside of your glutes. If you don't feel this, you might have to go slower and lower. Okay, now that I'm back, I'm going to put the band down now. I'm gonna just step right on top of it. Or you could adjust it with your hands, but us basketball players are always so lazy and we would just kick it down. Now I'm going to march in place with one leg. So I'm gonna be going like this, but I'm making sure that my knee raises above my waist. And I know I'm moving my arm like this, you don't have to, but then I'm like, I don't feel like I'm getting the best workout if I'm just no arms. I'm gonna raise my arm up. It's kind of like moving your arms when you're running, look more athletic. I'm just going to grab the band and I'm all done. Now my legs are all warmed up for leg day and I feel like I'm not gonna have any injuries and I'm gonna have better performance. Got the blood flowing, the joints feel good. Thank you so much for watching my video on how to elevate, empower, and evolve your well-being. Let me know if you have any questions or recommendations when it comes to stretching or muscle activation or anything really when it comes to lifting and cardio. See you guys in my next video. Bye!